We want to study in this podcast the notion of popular front. We are dealing about fake popular fronts, in fact. So we have to remember that Stalin and Litvinov decided to promote in an artificial manner popular fronts against capitalist parties. This was done already in the late of 1930s, so in the anti-Cold War period. The Popular Front was a precious tool in politics, but with this new approach, it became a real weapon, able to create frictions in the core of the enemies. They used the infiltration to change the mind of the innocent elements of the front, who were persuaded to belong to a movement of their country. The Soviet system kept, of course, secret its implication not only at the level of the participation but also the creation. Those fake popular fronts were parts of a more general propaganda which wanted to show that this phenomenon was natural in all the countries where the rights of people were spoiled. In reality, this imposture created a mentation which was based, in fact, on nothing. At the same time, every failure of popular fronts were presented as a proof that the rights of workers were spoiled. It was like a dominant strategy at that time, but it had no future, almost at the strategic level. So the point is that the popular fronts are, for the majority, something which is natural. In reality, it was a fake system which was created to prove that it is natural to have this phenomenon. In reality, it was, at that time, as we mentioned it already, a dominant strategy against capitalism from communism. The idea was not only to have a revolution in a country, but also to have frictions in the sense of Clausewitz, in the core of the enemies, to prove in reality that this general phenomenon was in fact free only in the popular democracies, which were in fact just systems, artificial systems, women. So when you look at this, you think at the first glance that you see something which is pieces of a puzzle. But in reality, the puzzle was artificial. So the politics at the level of strategy, but also ground strategy for the Soviet Union, was to convince all the others that their system was universal. But it was difficult to see it because the workers were in fact spoiled in many countries. So the idea was that communism was natural, but now, as we know the truth, we understand that from the beginning, the communist system was artificial and was in fact politics of a system which was fake.